I'm Tom Voelk for the Seattle International Auto Show. It's an automotive writer's job to expose buyers to choice, to inform, to educate. Here is the Volvo V60 Cross Country, a wagon, a body style few are going for these days. The Swedes were among the first to dress theirs like SUVs, even when sport utes didn't dominate the roads. The Cross Country is a very urban hiker with a slightly raised drive height and cladding that's less REI, more Nordstrom.
Vehicles are expensive these days. The average new one goes for $48,000, $49,000. For 50 grand, you can get a base V60 Cross Country, and it's pretty well equipped. All-wheel drive, those safety features Volvo is famous for, even a glass panoramic roof.
This being a fully loaded Ultimate model, it'll set you back $63,500. Pragmatic Swedish folk might find the $3,200 20-inch wheels something they can live without. The Bowers and Wilkins premium sound at the same price might be a deal. ABBA never sounded better. And this is an ideal place to relax in. Volvo executives say they build their vehicles as decompression chambers for owners, so the commute home is a chance to unwind. And these heated and vented seats uphold the reputation of being the most comfortable and supportive in the biz. You'll understand the moment you plop down in them. B5 on the rump tells the world you're driving a 48-volt mild hybrid assisted by a 13-horsepower electric motor. The turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder makes 247 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. Startup is exceptionally smooth, little to no engine vibration. The gearbox is an 8-speed that never misses a beat. There is manual control. It's done here. There are no paddles to play with. Typically, modern cars now come with multiple drive modes, not the cross country, just an off-road mode.
It's not like Volvo owners are going to be doing competition quarter-mile runs in mall parking lots, but people do want a certain amount of performance. This will do the 0 to 60 dash in 6.5 seconds. That's respectable.
Anything more would be a bad example to the kids, or make them car sick.
Under hard acceleration, there is a little bit of graininess from the 4-cylinder, but overall the powertrain is very smooth. And this is a mild hybrid. It drives pretty much like a regular car. It doesn't have that typical hybrid dynamic where you start on the electric motor and then the gas engine feathers in.
This is lifted a bit, but it doesn't have the higher seating position found in, say, an XC60 or XC90. That said, it does keep the center of gravity down for better handling. Now, this isn't meant to be a performance car. It's all about offering the feeling of security in both driving dynamics and safety.
This weighs just over 4,000 pounds. It feels agile. The steering weight is on the light side. It's comfortable, and overall it's very quiet. And with all that cargo room back there, this would be a great vehicle to take, dare I say, cross country.
It would be a solid road tripper, and for city driving, the V60's size is terrific for maneuvering urban situations, and it still has enough room for passengers and cargo. So buyers with an open mind get nimbleness and utility, but not extreme towing or off-road ability. Know your needs.
Bring this down to a stop, and the automatic engine stop-start system is very, very smooth. Now, it can be turned off, but it's so good, why would you want to? And besides, this car is so serene, it's kind of nice to have the quietness.
For those that think a true SUV is needed for off-roading, nope. At the 2022 Mudfest Outdoor Vehicle of the Year competition, the V60 Cross Country, with 8.1 inches of ground clearance, could roam this standard off-road course as easily as this V90 Cross Country, which didn't even breathe hard. V60 can handle nearly a foot of water, but never cross the stuff you don't know the depth of, or if it's moving fast, right? Arguably, even the most capable body-on-frame sport utes seldom tackle terrain like this, because who wants to mess up a machine that goes for 63 grand? And I had the opportunity to drive the V60 Cross Country in the mother country in February. The all-wheel drive system reacts very well to snowy conditions. As for icy ones, these were outfitted with winter tires, which, in and of themselves, make a world of difference when it comes to braking. Remember, kids, it's all-wheel drive, not all-wheel stop.
This doesn't get the fuel economy that you'd expect from a full hybrid, nothing like 40 miles per gallon. The EPA rates the average at 26. Now, the regular V60 is available as a plug-in hybrid, and it has some 40 miles of all-electric range. And it's significantly more powerful, just not available as a cross-country.
Volvo's cabin vibe is different from other automakers. It's an airy space with as many natural materials as practical in an automobile. This isn't plastic, it's Orpheus crystal. There's lots of light if you want it, and an homage to Saab when it comes to the ignition. The automaker even has its own font that it says is extremely easy to read. Plus, these are some of the best feeling releases in the business.
Volvo's new user interface is based on the Android Automotive platform. It relies heavily on casual voice commands. That's good, you can keep your eyes on the road. Volvo, safety. Sometimes these systems are pretty laggy, not this one. Now, I'm gonna do this in real time, no edits. It uses the wake phrase,
"Hey Google, set the temperature to 74 degrees.
Got it. Changing the temperature to 74 degrees.
Hey Google, is there any good coffee around?"
All right, there's a Zoka coffee roaster and tea company 0.9 miles away. Want to navigate there?
Sure. The back is optimized for 2 passengers. If they're adults, 3 kids would be okay. Getting organized is easy, no problem there. Phones can be charged. Make sure you have USB-C cords. This one is equipped with a climate package. Passengers back here will be happy that you spent the $700 for the extra zone and heated seats. And it's not just the front folks that get comfortable seating. It applies here too. The support is something special. People buy SUVs for that middle letter, utility. Wagons have the same practicality and are usually easier to load because the floor is lower. Same with the roof when hiking bikes or kayaks up onto racks. Skis can be stashed here to keep wind noise down. Seats dropped, there's over 60 cubic feet, all of them up, it's 30. Any vehicle oriented towards the outdoors should have a physical spare. Not all of them do. I'm not going into depth about Volvo's safety tech, but in many ways it remains the best you can buy. Subtle things like seats that protect spines if the car runs off the road. Traffic jam assist, semi-autonomous driving tech is standard, and the automatic emergency braking is known for being especially good at detecting pedestrians, cyclists, and large animals, even at night. So when shopping for a vehicle to haul the brood, know that there are choices. The V60 Cross Country is a style statement that sets the family apart and doesn't sacrifice utility. Check it out at your local Volvo dealership. For the Seattle International Auto Show, I'm Tom Voelk.